Welcome everybody to the X Factor podcast today. On the episode of NXT review, you already know it's a Tuesday. We're getting ready for this shit. We're gonna be talking about NXT, of course. If any updates, any hot takes, anything you want me to review, in the comments below or in my Twitter, XFactorMG5654. Has not changed, won't change. But like I said, we're just gonna get right into it here. It started off with, you already knew Judgment Day. We were gonna see Judgment Day. Carmelo Hayes called him out, and well, they showed up tonight, pretty much introducing themselves, bringing them back, and everyone, got the little say in. Carmelo Hayes came in. Got a match later on in the night, which I'll talk about more later on. Thing I got off this is I like how they're you can definitely see now with NXT they're trying to build this into a third brand, and you have not seen that from NXT ever. It seems like you can see that they're trying to make themselves into a third brand, which is nice. With all these main roster stars coming over, like Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. Hell, at some point we're probably gonna fucking see Roman there too. Which I'll talk about more in a little bit. I just think I find it interesting that they're trying to build NXT into now their third brand, and and I have said this before. NXT is like the attitude era, not the attitude. It's like the Ruthless Aggression era, past, because gold and black era was their prime. That was prime NXT, and that's where you call it the Attitude Era in their eyes. Now we're in, and in between there you got your little 2000, 2001, which is not great, and then you got the Ruthless Aggression era, and it's sitting right there. It's right there, right in front of you. And I feel like that's what we've gotten from, from them so far. Tony D'Angelo's still in jail. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're starting now to get a Gigi Dolan, Kiana James rivalry, which I am all set for. Gigi Dolan, we've been wondering to see what she's been going to do after this whole stuff with JC Jane. We now know. I can see this going both. It's gonna elevate both of them in a way. Kiana James, in my opinion, she has the potential to be one of the best heels right now in NXT. Gigi Dolan, one of the best baby faces in NXT. So, really, that's really what I got there. Chase U, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson faced Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. And, well, Andre Chase came back. Great to see him back. And the first match they had back against Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey, I thought it was alright. They're really... Andre Chase is proving why he's not just a teacher. He's pretty much everything to them. He's a wrestler as well. Duke Hudson, underrated. Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak, some of the best technical guys in WWE right now. Hopefully to see something out of Charlie Dempsey in the future. But the match overall I thought was great. It was good. I just feel now it's like, because before I don't really know what to say, because beforehand, before, I thought Duke Hudson was just going to try to ruin Chase U. Maybe that's still his option. Maybe he still wants to do that. But we haven't gotten it yet, and that's what has really got me confused, because at this point, you'd think he would go after it. With Thea Hale now trying to go after Tiffany Stratton again, maybe we'll get that. Maybe. Don't know. But... And then Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak, they need to get some wins under the belt because they're underrated. And one other thing, I love how NXT. Here's the thing with NXT, and this is more of a Shawn Michaels thing. Shawn Michaels has gotten me to care about Von Wagner, and I think he made me start to care about a lot of these guys that you don't really care about to see on TV. Von Wagner was one of them, and then this whole storyline with his childhood and everything, it's like he's starting to get that cheer from the fans. And I don't know if it's more of a feel bad for him kind of look, or if that's, surely this storyline is what's getting people to actually like him now. People like him destroying other baby faces or other heels. And maybe that's just the direction they have to go with. I know there was reports that they wanted him to be something big in WWE at some point. Maybe that's what their goal is still to do. But it could just be that at that point. I'm not 100% sure. But they've just gotten me to care about Von Wagner. Weird. Cora Jade versus Kalina Jordan. It was a short match. Nothing really much to go after here. I was really looking forward to see Dana Brooke and Cora Jade rivalry. Their first match I thought was alright with Dana Brooke getting hurt. Just afterwards with this Kalani Jordan, or however you pronounce her name, my bad. Don't really know what they're doing with her at this point. Cora Jade is, in my opinion, one of the, should be going after the women's title right now, and now she's with this. It's given her another thing to look forward to for a rivalry. But match I thought was all right. Nothing special. You can see the potential in Jordan, and then Cora Jade. You're going to see the potential. She's going to be women's champion at some point. Just don't know when. But we got number one contendership: Ilya Dragunov versus Bron Breakker. And man, let me tell you, this match was absolutely beautiful. This match is perfect. Everything that they gave us in this match is perfect. Bron Breakker, of course, showing why he's the most dominant. Ilya Dragunov showing why he's the most dominant. Bron Breakker's spear is perfect. The top rope and hit him with the spear. That shit was just amazing. Ilya Dragunov beat Bron Breakker, but what's next for Bron Breakker? That's the main thing. What is next? What's next, in my opinion, is the main roster. He is ready. WWE needs one of those another monster heels that's going to come in there and going to get you, kind of like how Brock used to. That is what we're trying to get for here. In my opinion, it was one of the best NXT matches in a while. It seems like this was way better than his both matches with Carmella Hayes, and that's saying something. But the match overall, I thought it was just really, really well. Next week we're getting Wesley versus Dominic Mysterio in a North American title match. We're gonna be getting some good stuff out of that. Dominic Mysterio, I like how they're putting Judgment Day up with these babyfaces champions, like with Finn, and with Finn going after Kamala Hayes, and then Dom now going after Wesley. Who knows? Rhea Ripley's probably gonna go after Tiffany Stratton at some point. Who knows? But my main thing is, when are they gonna? What are they gonna do with Damian Priest? I think that's the main focus that I've been trying to get, is what they gonna do with Damian Priest, because he has that Money in the Bank briefcase. He can go after any championship. I still think he's probably gonna go after the world title. Doesn't matter if Seth or Finn holds the title. I still think he's gonna go after that title. That's just one of those little things. that I don't really know about, to be honest with you. Baron Corbin. We got to get into Baron Corbin because he, we have seen the downfall. We have seen the downhill of Baron Corbin come in rise of us as of late. And now he's getting rid of these gimmicks, is whatever you want to call them. And he's just we don't know. It's some with tiki torches and a bunch of stuff in a freaking yard. He's fighting his fate, is what he calls it. And he drives to be in a strange place and sees the hooded figure. I don't know what he means by that. I honestly don't know. It could be in a lot of different stuff, but I'm hoping we get... The only thing I wish for is they bring back his Lone Wolf theme song. His old one. Like, not the one he had against Carmelo Hayes, but the OG one we all know. That's just really what I hope. But that's pretty much that. Tiffany Stratton versus Ivy Nile. Of course, Ivy Nile going after a rough time after losing her best friends, the Creed brothers, and they're no longer in NXT. They are no longer with the company. Well, not with the company, but they're no longer with NXT, and that, which sucks because they were one of the best. I thought the Creeds were gonna win that match. Not gonna lie to you. But Tiffany Stratton, Ivy Nile is she is underrated, and she is underrated when it comes to a couple things. She might be short, but she's strong, and that's what pretty much comes out of all of it. She's strong, she's short, she's physical. She does everything you pretty much want in a women's wrestler. And yeah, she can be sloppy. Yeah, there's been times where she can be sloppy, but otherwise, it's she's a good wrestler. Same thing with Tiffany Stratton. She's a good wrestler. And Tiffany, I think, there's just a character change. Is pretty much the only thing I'm really looking forward to at that point is just a character change. Otherwise, there's nothing really I'm really caring about at that point. The match overall, I thought was good. It was a short little match. After later, we got a thing with Schism, and pretty much inviting her to join Schism. And in the back, you see two masked figures, built like Brutus and Julius Creed. One short, little, heavy guy, and then a fucking long, fucking dangly guy. And you could just tell that it's just them two just standing there, which I think it was funny. But I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It was something funny to me. But Stax Lorenzo versus Joe Coffey. If Joe Coffey wins, Tony D'Angelo goes to trial. If Stax wins, he's free. And I was gonna call Stax a lonely piece of shit, you son of a bitch, Stitch. And, well, it looks like he played Gallus. Because it looked like Joe Coffey had him go on a trial. Nope, he plays him. And Stax goes, I'm not no Stitch. And pretty much, wins the match. I was confused at first, but now I get it. They now get a title shot at Gallus, which now I think Tony D'Angelo will beat. Tony D'Angelo and Stax will beat Gallus for the tag titles. Match, I thought was good. You can tell the storytelling within the match. Really great stuff. But Judgment Day, Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, or Finn Balor, Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams was the main event. And I'm not trying to hate or anything on tag team wrestling, but can we? It seems like lately we've gotten a lot of main event tag matches. Seems like a lot of main events and shows are tag team matches. I don't know what it is. It just feels that way. And it's not a bad thing. It's just I have never been, as you guys know, I have never been big on tag team matches. If you can get me to get on my feet and excited for it, then yeah, you know you got a good tag team match in play. Which this is what one of those matches did. It got me excited. I thought it was good. My opinion, it should have been the main event, but I realized why they had the main event for what happened later on. Matches overall was good. Nothing really special. Finn Balor pins Carmelo Hayes twice. Maybe that leads up to Finn Balor going after Carmelo Hayes at some point. Don't know. The final thoughts, though, I thought it was a solid episode. We're starting to see some of these stories come together, and now business is now really getting good as we get to the build to Bash at the Beach. Or Great American Bash. My bad. Great American Bash. Mine's a little off today. My bad. Another thing is Noam Dar. That man seems like he's lost it since he is no longer champion of the Heritage Cup title. Don't know what they're doing, but it's gold. It's good stuff. But overall, the thoughts I've had from NXT, I thought it was a solid show. The build-ups to everything is starting to now come together. And that's the thing about what I was telling yesterday on yesterday's episode. Is it takes time. It takes time for some storylines to get to their climax. And now with Stacks and Gallus and all them, we're starting to get to the climax of their storyline. We are now getting to that point where it's like, okay, this is getting good. Dia Hale and Tiffany Stratton, we're probably gonna get a rematch. We're gonna get to the climax of that later. You can see storylines slowly trying to build up. Matches are good. And Shawn Michaels, in my opinion, is up for Booker of the Year. He really is. And if someone else tells me different, they're stupid. He is up for that Booker of the Year, and no one can tell me otherwise. In my opinion, he books the best women's division. He books the best tag division. One of the best tag divisions. Main event scene's good. Mid-card scene's good. Every title feels special in their own way. And that's how you know something's fucking good. In that aspect of things. So, but I already told you guys I was gonna get star ratings. I'm gonna post star ratings after after I get done reviewing. So here are. I'm gonna tell you what yesterday's were because I did not say anything about them. Drew McIntyre and Riddle versus Imperium got I rated them at a 3.5. Watched the video. I'll reviewed them. Zoe Stark and Becky got a 3. Shayna and Emma got a 2. Miz and Ciampa got a 3.75. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville versus Katana Chance Kenny Carter got a 2.75. Judgment Day versus Sami Kevin and Seth got a 3. That's what my ratings were for that. Tonight, Chase U versus Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey, 3.5. Cora Jade versus Jordan. Kiana Jordan got a 3. Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov got a 5. Because that was just perfect. That everywhere it was just perfect. Tiffany Stratton and Ivy Nile got a 3.5. Stacks and Joe got a 3.75. Judgment Day versus Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams and Mello and Carmelo Hayes versus Judgment Day got a 3.5. Overall, I thought everything was great. We're just gonna see what comes up tomorrow. Tomorrow, you already know we're gonna get some Dynamite. We're gonna get some, and then Friday we're gonna get a little bit of everything. I'll probably not post on Friday. But then Monday, we're going to go full blown on everything. We're going to talk about everything and anything you guys want to talk about. Let me know you want me to review when it comes to NFL, basketball, anything, wrestling. Just let me know and give me some of your hot takes as well, and we'll review them. That's all I got for you today. Y'all stay blessed.